Hi, this is Garrett with Gwitting Reviews, and it is time for a review of the new 21 Pilots album, Clancy. 21 Pilots have returned with what I believe might be the final chapter of the overarching narrative they've built for themselves. Over the past few years, the duo has created this story and this world that has spanned a good chunk of their careers. I'm not going to dive into this narrative too much, partly because it's very dense and I don't have the time nor the knowledge to properly convey it all, but from what I can tell, Blurry Face is a prequel album including many of the central themes of the story, plus the character of Blurry Face. Then we have the proper trilogy of albums that tells the story with Trench, Scaled and Icy, and now Clancy. So basically, this is the Lord of the Rings. Sonically speaking, Clancy brings back the more gritty, dirty sounds of Trench, though with some added bits of rock and even punk. And honestly, while this does result in an album that's a bit all over the place, it makes for some great bangers on here. Truthfully, the beginning of this album is pure fire. We get the three lead singles, Overcompensate, Next Semester, and Backslide, all of which are great. Then we get a few other bops later in the track list. Routines in the Night has one of the stickiest choruses 21 Pilots has ever done. It's so infectious. The dramatic string hits on Vignette are incredibly satisfying, and Navigating is a great pop-punk rager with pummeling drum riffs and great guitar riffs that I like a lot. Then there's At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, which contains some of 21 Pilots' most profound and powerful lyrics ever, and it kind of stopped me in my tracks a bit. It's a powerful song, and the message behind it is one that I find to be very important. With that said, I do think this album's second half is significantly weaker than the first. While there are some highlights, generally the songwriting and the production takes a dip at a certain point. You get some grating moments like the twisted circus vocals and synths on Lavish, and some corny moments like the nauseating inspirational oldie station. And like I said earlier, this album is a bit all over the place. 21 Pilots is known for incorporating a lot of styles into their music, but unlike past albums, the sounds of this one don't always mesh. As a result, it feels like you're getting musical whiplash at certain points. Other than that, I think Clancy is a solid album. I don't think it's 21 Pilots' best album, but it has a lot of great stuff and it closes this narrative pretty well. If you're a 21 Pilots fan, or if you're a fan of concept albums, you're gonna get a lot out of this. Check it out if you haven't. 7 out of 10.